Hi everyone, this is attorney Ayhan Ogmen, and today I'm in front of you to share the latest news we have on immigration this week. And there's a big news actually from Washington, which is about citizenship. US citizenship may no longer be permanent. The Justice Department just made denaturalization a top priority, and I would like to talk to our followers about this because we have been getting so many questions from our followers and clients where they're like kind of worried, is this possible? Can the government take our citizenship away, or they can take the citizenship they gave before? This is really creating uncertain future for so many immigrants, naturalized immigrants in the US. What I would like to talk to you about, it's very actually big policy change. In June 2025, the Department of Justice released a memo actually under the President Trump administration directing the government lawyers to aggressively pursue civil denaturalization. That means the government can now strip away naturalized citizenship, especially in cases involving alleged fraud, criminal records, or national security risk. Yes, I really would like to make one point to our follower. We're talking about civil cases, not the criminal case against these naturalized people. So basically, the government would like to pursue the civil cases because which make it easier for the government to act. There's no jury, no public trial, and no guaranteed lawyer for the individuals. So because of all those reasons, the government is actually starting to follow the civil actually proceeding against the naturalized citizens to denaturalize their citizenship. And what I would like to share with our followers, what the government is saying, that there are some groups actually they're focusing. Basically, they're saying they're focused on categories that which include the individuals tied to national security threats such as terrorism, espionage, export violations, war crimes, and human rights abuses, and also serious felonies like gangs, violent sex offenses, and human trafficking, and also frauds like PPP, Medicaid, Medicare, or immigration fraud cases. Basically, the government is saying that they are focused on this four type of categories rather than other categories. That's what they're saying. But basically, I would like to repeat those parts: the national security threats, war crimes, serious felonies, and fraud situations. They want to focus on actually denaturalization against the naturalized people. We can say roughly 700,000 to 800,000 naturalized citizens are potentially at risk, with hundreds of active cases could be in motion actually. Even minor misrepresentations in paperwork could actually spark investigations. High profile names, which is interesting because the administration has been floating these names around, such as Elon Musk and also Zohran Mamdani. We're seeing that the kind of with the recent news that if there are any potential conflict with anyone, sounds like the administration may focus on to see if they could take those individuals' naturalizations away. That's what the recent talks about, but of course we're going to see if it's really going to play out. Other than the government memo which was released was more actually focusing on those four categories that we earlier actually mentioned it. What I could tell actual follower is the federal laws actually allows removal of citizenship if actually obtained illegally through fraud or material misrepresentation. But we can say that the legal standard is clear and convincing. Of course, that it's more rigorous than most civil cases, but less than the criminal cases. But there are some criticism, of course, about this government's approach right now, which is critics actually argue that this approach might actually weaponize the technicalities and chills free speech and targets dissidents or critics of the administrations. This is why we could say that when you look at the precedent from Afroim versus Rusk, required fraudulent accusations, not just political opinions, for denaturalizations. So this is, of course, became a very important topic right now after the birthright citizenship issue, where now we're talking about actual denaturalizations, which actually creating a chill effect across the country. And of course, we're going to see how the government is actually going to pursue these cases. There was one case actually recently where the government pursued against a person with a criminal background. But we're going to see how it's going to really play out. But what we could say is actually historically denaturalization cases was really rare. Like it was averaging fewer than 12 cases per year even we can say from 1990 to 2017. But under President Trump's first administration, there were 102 cases. And actually, now we're going to see what's going to happen with the second term. But it looks like it's going to be top priority for the administration. But if there are any new, actually, and there are any news about this or any development, we will share with our followers because we know that even right now, the naturalized peoples, they're worried about what could take effect from now on. But I hope this news helps our followers. Have a great day and talk to you soon. This is Attorney Ayhan Ogmen.